What's up, everybody? I'm Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show. Very strange. What I'm about to show you is super strange. Just the other day after SummerSlam, Triple H ignored the crowd screaming for Karrion Kross. He thought they said Brock. To his credit, it does kind of sound like they're saying Brock. Triple H then went on to say, well, you know, it's John wanted him. You know, John wanted Brock or whatever. So apparently Triple H says that John Cena wanted Brock Lesnar. And there's all this heat on Lesnar and the situation. Now, in my opinion, Lesnar's not guilty of anything. Lesnar hasn't done anything that we know of other than text message people. So Lesnar's not guilty of anything. Meanwhile, the WWE employs Cardi B, who drugged men and stole from them. And then just the list goes on of other people that are criminals in the WWE, like Jelly Roll and stuff like that. And there's a million other people, right? Like the Usos, drunk driving, whatever. But for some reason, Brock Lesnar is getting all kinds of crazy heat. Even Nikki Bella is involved in a domestic thing. So it's big hypocritical BS, nothing. But anyway, the bottom line is this. Triple H says that John Cena wanted Brock Lesnar back. And then all of a sudden, this popped up right after that the other day. One of the strangest things on a guy's channel called Adam's Apple, whatever that is. And John Cena's leaving like a shoot or something. And watch how John Cena, he stops and goes, oh, wait, oh, shit. I gotta go talk to this paparazzi guy.
What's up, bud?
Watch.
John! What's up, bud?
Now, most you would think John Cena would hear the guy say John, and then he'd be like, yeah, wave, and be like, I'm busy, man, see ya. Nope, he comes right over like, oh, yeah.
See you, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. How you feeling right now? SummerSlam was amazing. Was it good? I mean, are you injuries? Are you feel good body-wise? Because you went right to acting, right to a set right after.
I feel my age, but it's nothing, no hill we haven't climbed before.
In my opinion, this was planned out or scripted. Hey, John, there's going to be a guy there, a media guy. He's got a YouTube channel. You know him before. He's a news guy. He's going to ask you these questions. He's going to ask you the Brock question. Now, watch how Triple H said John Cena wanted Brock. But listen to this.
I hear you. One last thing. So, obviously, Brock Lesnar. How do you feel with this Brock Lesnar thing coming up? Obviously, that story, you know, he shows up. I mean, obviously, no one was expecting the next big match for you. You know, when you saw him there, what was going through your mind when you saw him?
Now, this guy didn't ask about the Brock controversy. He just asked about, hey, Brock, you know, he's back.
Brock Lesnar show up?
Yeah, I've been saying the same thing for 25 years. They deal them, I play them. You know, I'm just really excited. We got like 12 of these things left.
They deal him, I play him. So now this is John Cena's reaction to the day before Triple H said that John Cena wanted Brock. Hey, you know, I don't know, you know, John Cena wanted Brock, so, you know, here he's back. I didn't do it. You know, it's like everyone's passing the buck on it, which I don't even understand why, because Brock Lesnar hasn't done anything, really. He's not guilty of anything. Several other superstars are guilty of things and gone to jail for things, not Brock Lesnar. So, but yet they are passing the buck. Now, it could be a coincidence of kayfabe where, you know, Cena doesn't want to say, oh, hey, man, listen, I told them I wanted certain guys, and they went out and made it happen. Brock's back. We'll see what happens. He didn't do that. He plays almost kayfabe here or tells it like it is by saying, hey, they pick him, I show up. But this is the funniest thing ever, and if people aren't talking about this, you're crazy. I'm Joe Cronin. We're looking for, if you guys want to support the show, paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Hey, we get $20 today. I'm coming on live tonight to talk about more, including Howard Stern being canceled, and WWE pay-per-views are going to $29.99 on ESPN. ESPN is now going to take over, and we're going to have to pay for WWE pay-per-views again. Oh, my God. So now they suckered you because now you buy into Peacock. You get used to Peacock for a year or 2 years or whatever it's been. And now you like some shows on Peacock. You like the WWE Vault library on Peacock. Well, now it's a couple of years later. Hey, now we're gonna sell the pay-per-views on the side in a different deal. So now ESPN is going to get half of that money, and then WWE will get half of that money. And then the PLE is going to go over to Peacock that there's already a deal for, and nobody loses anything, but they gain. So WWE is going to get like half of that $30. ESPN is going to probably get like half of that $30, and now they've spread it out even more. But it's going to cost you an extra $30 a month, or a pay-per-view, or a PLE. Now it's a pay-per-view again, kind of, really. I mean, it's not a PLE anymore, right? So that's interesting. I'm happy they're not $60 or $70 or $80. I think they knew that their audience wouldn't be able to pay for that. But even $29.99, man, yikes. I mean, $15 I would have fought, but I would have said, well, I'll drop $15, I guess. $30, we're starting to get into scary territory with the way the economy is. But it is what it is. Now you got to pay for that. So you got suckered big time, man. How do you guys feel about that? This WWE is absolutely unbelievable. They will keep splitting the pie as many times. How long until SmackDown pay-per-views are on HBO and Raw pay-per-views are on ESPN? And you can buy a yearly subscription to them for, like, instead of paying $30 each time, you can just pay $300 and you can get all the SmackDown ones. I mean, how many more times can they divide up this pie to making just a little bit more money out of you guys every single time? That's all it's about, is just the never-ending business thing. And they're still in a growth period, so it's going to be very interesting where this goes when WWE comes crashing down. When the growth period stops, it's going to be interesting what happens. Like when they start diving down, like when they, I don't know what that's going to look like. I have no idea. Maybe Netflix will buy the whole damn thing. I don't know. But, yeah, very, very, very interesting. I could see Netflix eventually someday buying WWE, but like it's never ending at this point. It's a business growth that never ends. There's no end date. There's no stop date. It's never going to have an ending. It's simply unbelievable. And Howard Stern, man, is it $100 million a year? Like Sirius Satellite Radio, they can't afford him. They can't afford him. At one point, Stern brought in everybody and then had the viewership. How many people listen to Howard Stern now that Howard Stern's a fake? First of all, Howard Stern told half of his audience to stop listening to him because they were conservatives, and a lot of these people were the people that Howard Stern, groomed on the radio. A lot of these people were liberals who had like vulgar mouths and grew up on the vulgarity and loved it. And then the others were, conservative people who were badass. And they all listened to Howard Stern, and Howard Stern told half of them to F off if they voted the wrong way. And then Howard Stern also became a puss bag and became Don Imus. Everything he said was terrible, and now he is it, and then he yells at his own audience. I mean, the guy is ridiculous. And he also put down podcasting and YouTube and just dismissed the whole goddamn thing, didn't see it coming. Well, Howard Stern could be coming to YouTube for all we know now, if you even care. He could come to Netflix. I don't know. But does anybody really care? He interviews people now. Great. Does good at that. But, man, that show is not what it was. But, all things break down and come to an end. That's not a big deal. For you to, wind down a little bit over the years and not be as good, I'm not someone who's going to be like, this show sucks now. Like, I don't get like that. Listen, the guy is the best radio host of all time. I love Howard Stern from his heydays and from what he did. I just don't like the complete about-face puss tactics that the guy turned into. That's what I don't like. But it is what it is. I'm not surprised. Sirius Satellite Radio, give me a call and we'll really shock the hell out of people. And we'll get people tuning in. Because Howard couldn't get you to tune in. All Howard could get you to do is tune out. 20 years ago, Howard could get you to tune in. But fast forward 20 years to now, he gets you to tune out. That's about it. I'm Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show. Guys, you want to support the show? PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show. PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Send me direct support. If we hit $20 tonight, I'm going live. So, and I'll shout you out if you did anything. Or leave a super thanks down below. Leave a comment, whatever. Do it all. Let's talk about it. Catch you guys in a little bit. Once you've done all that and you've hit the like button, here's some other videos popping up that you might have missed.